I'm more aware than I've ever been in my life of what I've got, and I don't want to lose it again.
He was the golden boy of the disco era, the first solo artist in history to see his first 3 singles soar to #1. He dated television royalty like Victoria Principal. He stood under bright studio lights as a co-host on Solid Gold. And by the time he had just turned 30, he was gone. For decades, the world reduced Andy Gibb to a cautionary tale: drugs, heartbreak, and a tragic end. But in 2024, his daughter finally spoke up, and what she revealed forced people to see him differently. Born into the same musical household that would produce the legendary Bee Gees, Andy grew up in the shadow of brothers who were already conquering the charts. By the time he was a child, Barry, Robin, and Maurice were global stars. Andy was the youngest, separated by years, watching fame from the sidelines, trying to find where he fit. At 13, Barry handed him a guitar. It wasn't just an instrument, it was a lifeline. He practiced obsessively, determined not to become the other Gibb, but to become himself. And he did. In 1977, his debut album Flowing Rivers exploded. I Just Want to Be Your Everything hit #1. Then, Love is Thicker Than Water. Then, Shadow Dancing. 3 consecutive chart toppers. At just 20 years old, he made history. Suddenly, he wasn't the kid brother anymore. He was a teen idol with his own screaming fans, magazine covers, and sold-out shows. But fame moves fast, and pressure moves faster. Behind the scenes, insecurity crept in. His marriage collapsed just as his stardom peaked. Relationships with high-profile women like Victoria Principal looked glamorous in photos but were strained by addiction. When she gave him an ultimatum, her or the drugs, he couldn't choose her. Career opportunities slipped away. He lost Broadway roles. He was fired from Solid Gold. Cocaine drained his finances, his voice, and his confidence. By the mid-1980s, the millions he had earned were gone, replaced by bankruptcy filings and borrowed furniture. Still, there were flickers of hope. He sought treatment. He talked about new music. He even earned a pilot's license, quietly dreaming of a different future. In early 1988, just days after his 30th birthday, he collapsed and was rushed to hospital. The official cause was myocarditis, an inflammation of the heart, worsened by years of substance abuse. The headlines were brutal and simplistic. Another fallen star. But his daughter, Peta, who was only 10 when he died, carried a more complicated truth. For nearly 4 decades, she stayed silent while rumors swirled, even whispers of suicide. Then in 2024, she broke that silence. She said her father didn't just die from a damaged heart. He died from deep self-hatred, from a pain he never fully escaped. Her words reframed his life, not as a scandal, but as a struggle. She launched an official website in his honor, sharing private photos and memories, reclaiming the narrative. With the support of the Gibb family, she showed the world a man who loved deeply, who dreamed constantly, and who felt things more intensely than most. Andy Gibb wasn't just a disco icon who burned out too soon. He was a son, a father, a brother, and a human being who never stopped hoping for one more chance to get it right.